Hi, thank you for joining me on a meditation that is designed to support you and your connection with others. This meditation is designed to help you unblend from your protective system, particularly as it arises when parts of you are trying to protect you from the connection with people you're close with. You might find this meditation helpful with romantic partners, sexual partners, family members, friends, anybody that you're close with, where your interactions with them might actually be activating to your protective system. This meditation is borrowing concepts from internal family systems theory as well as structural dissociation model. You are welcome to follow the links below if you want to learn more about those therapy models. You are welcome to do this meditation with the person you might be thinking of, the person whose interactions you have that activate your protective system. And perhaps their protective system is activated too in the dynamic with you. You're also very welcome to do this meditation on your own, or maybe with your pets if you have them. I encourage you to click pause on this recording for a moment here to ensure that everything in your setting is bringing you comfort as best as you can. Perhaps you might grab a blanket, you might change rooms in wherever you are. You might invite your dog, cat, hamster maybe, bunny to be close to you. Whatever makes sense to you, click pause and create your surroundings in the way you need them to feel as comfortable and as safe as possible. Okay. I want you to take a moment, and if it feels comfortable, close your eyes. You're going to take a deep breath in with me. And a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Pause for a moment. And a deep breath out. Try your best to keep this rhythm of breath. I'm going to do one more together for right now. Deep breath in. Pause for a moment. And a deep breath out. As you're continuing this rhythm of breath, know that you are informing your protective system, your nervous system, that here in this moment, you are safe. The breath that you are breathing in is a communicator to all parts of your system that here, right now, you are okay. You can communicate to your protective system that you don't need, that your parts don't need to be working so hard right now. That they have your permission to soften with the strategies that they use to protect you. As you breathe in, know that you're breathing in what we call self-energy Self energy means kindness, means self leadership, means authenticity. Self energy means safety. Self energy brings curiosity and compassion, not only to others, but also to ourselves. You notice while you're keeping this rhythm of breath, you might notice parts of you that are inviting your focus away from the moment. If that is happening to you, I invite you to reassure those parts, those lovely parts of you, that it's okay, that they can rest right now. And they can rest because you, in this very moment, do not need their protection. And ensure that you're saying that reassurance from self-energy, meaning from kindness, from gratitude towards how hard your system works to protect you. Knowing that parts of you deserve rest, absolutely deserve rest when you are safe. Perhaps on your out breath, when you exhale, you can envision that air being soothing energy to your protective system. That exhale says to those parts of you, you are okay. That self, that you, your heart and soul are in the lead right now. That they don't have to be. Those protective parts do not need to take the lead right now. And as your parts, your protective system gives you space, share gratitude with those parts. Thank your protective system for trusting you right now. Remember to keep breathing at that rhythm, holding for a second and letting go in the exhale. Now I want to invite you to consider how, perhaps which parts get activated with the person you care for. You may find it helpful to visualize this part of you. Perhaps more than one part of you in your protective system gets activated in this dynamic. You are welcome to visualize all parts that come to mind and to heart right now. And as you envision these parts of your protective system, ensure that you are looking at these parts. You are feeling these parts from self-energy, from warmth, from kindness, having gratitude, having some curiosity for them, and also expressing compassion energy towards these parts that you see now or that you feel now. Once you get an image, a sensation of these protective parts being present with you, please thank these parts of you. Thank your protective system for coming in when these parts think you might be unsafe, when you might need protection. They really have your back, and they might need to hear how much you appreciate them, these parts of your protective system. Take note of how these parts of your protective system are influenced or impacted by your kind energy, by your energy of appreciation for them, by your knowing that they have been working so hard protecting you when they believe you need their protection. Take note of if experiencing this energy from you, this self energy, is soothing for them. Do you sense that they might feel comforted by you? Perhaps some parts might say, finally you see me. Finally you understand. Parts might have a different expression than what I just named. I encourage you to accept whatever responses come from your protective system. Accept with openness, with warmth. Accept with self-energy. And during this moment right now, you are welcome to invite parts of you to share with you anything that they want you to hear. You might envision you saying to parts, I'm here to listen to you. I'm here to be present with you. I'm here to understand you. And then through self-energy, really be present with these parts of you. Really hear them. Perhaps wondering what these parts are most scared of for you, particularly how it relates to the person whose dynamic you have in which these protective parts are activated. A reminder to return to your breath, pausing for a moment. And then exhaling. Invite these parts of your system to share with you for these last few moments anything else that they want you to know. Parts may show you images, may show you memories, may verbally communicate with you. Perhaps parts will show you symbols. Really take in whatever messages they want you to know. As you continue to follow your breath, I invite you to express such gratitude to your protective system for sharing with you what perhaps they really needed to say to you. Let these parts know that you have really taken in what they want you to know. You may find it helpful to communicate a plan to your protective system that you are going to regularly check in with these parts of you. Regularly may mean once a day. Regularly may mean once a week. You decide from self-energy what makes most sense to you. Offer anything else that may be experienced as soothing or reassuring to your protective system before we end our meditation today. Sometimes parts of us are sort of frozen in time, a time when our safety emotionally, psychologically, perhaps physically, our safety might have been threatened at that time. Something that parts who are frozen in time may find really reassuring is being updated of who you are now. Updated on the level of safety you now have access to that may be different than what you had back then. If that is true for you in your current day life, I encourage you to share that with your protective system. That you are so much safer now, which means you need less protection from them. Take another deep breath in. Pause for a moment. A deep breath out. Thank your protective system again in whatever way feels right to you. We are going to start transitioning out of this meditative state. And as we transition together, I want you to stay as best as you can in self-energy. I'm going to count us down and back in to the moment here without a meditative state. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If your eyes were closed, I invite you to open them and look around your surroundings. If your eyes were open, you can join us in looking around your surroundings, perhaps focusing on one or two aspects of your environment that bring you comfort. You may want to move your body in a way that feels good, like rolling your shoulders, standing up, perhaps doing a stretch that feels good to you. I invite you to take the wisdom that your protective system so graciously shared with you today. Take that information to inform you what you might need to share with that person, what you might find helpful to share, to talk about with your partner, perhaps family member, friend, colleague at work, to really any person who is blended in the focus during today's meditation. And while you consider how to attend to this wisdom from your protective system, you may, from self-energy, choose to check in with these parts of you. See what these parts of you think about your plan, knowing that you and your protective system are working together, perhaps more so now. But that means you, in self, with your heart and soul, are in the lead, and that your protective system can work alongside you if need be, rather than your protective system taking the lead from you. Thank you for sharing your meditation practice with me. Thank you for connecting with your really beautiful protective system.